Yo, what up YouTube? It's your boy Cochino here and welcome to this new video. In fact, this is actually the second time I'm recording this video because the first time something decided to not work so well, so hopefully it does right now. If you're here for the first time, I would really like it if you subscribe and hit that notification button so that we don't have to do this anymore. Yeah. Don't forget to gently caress that like button and leave a comment down below. Gotcha. Today we're gonna be talking about a very fascinating story. And I find this story super fascinating for two reasons. The first one is that the story is real. So with real causes and effects, and you see literally what happened throughout history, and it's crazy. And the second is how much this story comes close to what they'll be living in the future. And in the story, everything goes way faster and stronger for those people compared to everybody in the whole world. And it also let us know on the direction that everybody's taking as well, so we'll see that. The big picture here is that this story is a premiere to what's coming for us, and I'm here to let you know that it's not looking good. And this is the story of Nauru. Nauru is an island situated in the Pacific between Hawaii and Australia. There is approximately 11,000 inhabitants, and the island looks around 20 miles. This island represents the third smallest country in the world. It's super tiny, and you can get a whole tour of the island in less than 20 minutes. Not like here in LA, where you'll be lucky to make a mile in 20 minutes. However, why am I telling you all of this? Why am I going through this whole explanation about this Nauru? Well, after some technical numbers, now here's the real numbers that are interesting to us throughout this video. In those 11,000 inhabitants, 77% of them are obese. 94.5% of them are overweight, and more than 50% has diabetes. The entire EMC of this country is growing 4 times faster than in any other country in the world. Shocking.
Enemy spotted.
Damn, that just sent some chilling vibes through my whole body just by pronouncing those numbers. Oh, and I also forgot, the normal life expectancy on the Nauru Island is 50 years. Now, what's interesting is, how did they become like this? What happened? What went through? What's going on? Did they get cursed? People living on the island were perfectly able to provide for themselves and live happily, mostly eating fish, fresh fruits, vegetables, and coconuts. Then something happened. Doo-doo. Sorry, I didn't want it to make it so dramatic. My bad. During the 1900s, people from different countries discovered Nauru and its people. They started going on more and more expeditions there, and one of them was a bit interested too much. That explorer found out that the island was full of a specific resource called phosphate. After that, everything went super quick. The island got taken by the Australians and the New Zealandese to get more and more phosphate. And now you're asking yourself, what happened to the people? What happened to the people? Well, the money was very profitable. And a lot of that money went to the inhabitants themselves. So everybody made money. Money was raining for everybody. So in the beginning, you have inhabitants that are a group of fishermen and agriculturers who don't even have electricity become super rich, to the point where they start owning more houses. They start constructing new houses and owning new houses. They start on having more cars and more motorcycles, which never existed before on that island, before the Australians and the New Zealandese came. And at this period, this little tiny country in the middle of nowhere was called the smallest, richest democracy in the world. Fascinating. Just fascinating. But all of this doesn't tell us how they became what they became currently. And now, let's go down the rabbit hole. No!
Stop the cap!
So, at the end of the 90s, starting 2000, the big companies saw that they were not pumping as much resources as they used to. So they saw that it was not profitable for them to have this whole operation going on, and so what they decided, take their luggage and go. That was it. That was the end of everything. So the Australian miners, the German miners, American miners, they all took their bags and left. And ironically, the phosphate that they were getting, is what's used on crops of those countries, so that their soil starts getting more fertile and produce more resources for themselves. Very ironic. At the end of this whole mining operation, the soil in Nauru, what do you think happened to it after all this mining? Well, of course, the soil of Nauru literally got destroyed. To the point where there's no more possibility to grow anything back. And officially, in the year 2000, 80% of the whole soil of the island literally is impossible to work with. So literally, the island got transformed from a tropical paradise into a giant rocky pit with only death around. Today, Nauru doesn't have any more phosphate. They can't cultivate anymore. And they don't have any more fish. Why? Because everything was polluted out of the intense mining of phosphate. Taking all of this information into consideration, 100% of all of their food was actually exported to them. I'm literally talking about 100% of all the drinks and all of the food. We're talking about water, beverages, soda, meat, pasta, candy, and so many more. Today, it's even cheaper to buy soda than water in there. It's craziness. Before, they used to eat fresh fish, coconuts, fresh veggies, and more fruits. And now they end up eating freaking spam and ramen. Just to think of some of their special food that they have every night. Lord have mercy.
Oh my god! Wow!
Like, meaning, literally, when you look at it, it's a mix of just literal fat and too much carbs. Everything about it, just to think about it, is kind of disgusting to me. So the islanders used to eat super fresh food, and now they end up eating instant ramen, rice, gummies, and a side of chips. Then when it comes to the meat, let me just tell you about the meat. First, so the meat industry discovered something. When they make cuts on a specific animal, they use what it's called the prime cuts for literally everybody. So when you go to the store, you can have stuff such as chicken thighs, chicken breasts, chicken fingers, chicken whatever you want, except what they call the trashy parts that no one eats. And so as they were trying to find out what they were going to do with all this trash, that they could actually send it for a profit to those islanders and make it better for everybody. So literally the islanders are eating the trash of other people's. And when I'm talking about this, so what I'm saying is they get sent the ass part of an animal, and most specifically it's a little part that is not even considered real meat because it's mostly 80% of it is fat and no proteins, and it's apparently so disgusting that no one actually sells that kind of meat in here over in the West. But over there apparently it's one of their specialities. They almost eat it every day. And with this, you add the fact that there's not that much work and almost no activity going on, you can literally clearly see that people start to become more and more and more lazy, to the point where they install themselves in a bad routine where even the smallest route, meaning from here to the goddamn postal office, which is a few feet away, they will use a motorcycle. And don't forget, here we're talking about Nauru. Nauru is not even 20 miles. You can go around the island in 20 minutes. And in general, it's the perfect mix. Eating unhealthy, having a lazy lifestyle, literally with no activity, and being totally secluded from everything. That's it. And what's fascinating is that I see this story as an experiment, kind of, where you kind of see what truly happens to the human body when you kind of let everything go and you just let everything go. And from this, we can take several lessons, and one of them is very close to what we're feeling right here. So when talking about soils, you can see that their soils started to degrade year by year, like literally throughout 50-60 years or something like that. And in here you can already start to hear from here and there that some of our soils are already degrading, and there's not more possibility to actually work with them in the future. So interesting. Even in our own lifestyle, where we currently stop eating super healthy and we tend to go easily towards Uber Eats, Grubhub. I see you. Stop with your Uber Eats. I see you. We consume more and more food with way less nutrients in them, and it's been a few years already for a bunch of people. I feel like I'm one of them. Plus, when it comes to a more secluded lifestyle, I feel like we're getting not that close, but we're on the way as well. When you think about it, before, in order to socialize with people or friends, you had to go outside, look for your friends, talk to your friends. That way you get the news. That way, at least you had that activity of actually going outside, walking, breathing the fresh air and everything. So it's a whole experience. But now you can easily go on Instagram, go on your buddy's profile and just check his story and see what's going on throughout his day. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. If you're thinking of a new relationship or something like that, say no more. Your phone is there. Tinder, dating apps, anything you can think of. The sky is the limit. If you need new clothes, we used to go to the store, to the mall, shopping center. Now it's Amazon, Shein. Literally your phone can do it all for you, and you don't even have to move from your house. Changes. So you can see that slowly but surely we're becoming a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more secluded and alone. And the difference between Nauru and us is that for them it is going way faster. And by that I mean 4 times faster. Nauru in a way lets us know on the direction that everybody's taking. And one of the biggest differences between us and them is that the inhabitants of Nauru didn't have a choice. We do. They don't have a choice because they don't have the same kind of food. They are victims of a tragedy, literally throughout history, what happened to them throughout generations. And now they don't have a choice from eating what they have, what's available. And what's available is bad. And in general, the bad decisions of their ancestors in the past makes it impossible to have a healthy lifestyle in a healthy environment. In the contrary, for us, we still have a choice and we can still act on it. It's our role to look at Nauru, get some lessons from it, and use the knowledge to be better people. Better than what we actually are, because I believe in human potential, and there's a lot of potential for everybody, because otherwise we're all gonna be just like them, eating chips and chewing gums for breakfast. Oh, and once and for all, the whole talk about the genetics and saying how you are genetically predisposed to be fat, be obese, be overweight. Do you know how rare there is? And I feel like everybody, as soon as I start turning right and left, starts talking about, oh, I can't lose weight, or I can't do this and I can't do that. Why? Because I eat this or I eat that. And I go like, seriously? This whole situation makes us understand, makes us conscious of eating unhealthy and staying on a chair the whole goddamn day. Because why? That's literally a deadly cocktail to an early grade. I'm done with the video here. I really love diving into this fascinating story. This story lets us know what can go wrong, how we can go wrong, and kind of what to do. Hope you like watching the video. Don't hesitate to tell me what you think in the comments down below. And if you want more videos like this, also let me know. Thank you for staying until the end of the video. Your boy Guccino. See you next time.